Morning. Happy Wacky Wednesday. Let's hear our song. That's our song. That was a false start this morning. This is our song. Let's play. Where's everybody at? Good morning, good morning. Oops. I was trying to share it and I can't even type. You are. All right. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. How we doing? Let's do a Wednesday middle of the week check-in, or hump day, as some people like to say. Let's see who we got on here. Kathy Hand, good morning with your coffee in your hand. Cheers to everybody. Roslyn, Blue, Tammy Fisk, Deirdre, our Hope. Oh, good morning, good morning. That's right. Let's get everybody woke up. Wakey, wakey, wakey. It's time to come in and love on each other and do a check-in with each other and see how we are. Rick Morrow, good morning to you. And Josie, how's the birthday girl this morning? Did she have a little too much birthday yesterday? And how's she feeling? That's right. We're calling everybody in here. Wake up. Let's do our heart-brain connection. Blue's going to go get coffee. Okay. We're going to do our heart-brain. And while we're doing this, just call people in. Just think of somebody that makes you feel so warm and you just want to see them in here this morning. Oh, Josie's sleeping. All right. We'll let the birthday girl sleep. You know, when I have birthdays, I celebrate them all month. So she's allowed. All right. So hand on the heart. Slow down the breathing. And get a big hug from somebody right now. Grab somebody and just hug them. So I'm thinking of Linda Lemieux. I'm going to call you in here with a hug. Keep doing the slow breathing. Keep hugging on somebody. Showing them compassion. Annie, let's call Annie 7 in. Marietta. Who do you want to call in this morning? Calling in Oksana on YouTube. I am ready to greet this day. I am happy. I am free to live my path. I am joyous. I am serene. I am living every moment. I am honored to be here with all of you peas. I am peace. Good morning, Jennifer. Annie, I called you in here. Good morning. Me and Grayson are starting to feel better, and we are here. We love you all. Oh, Annie, I love you too. Stacy, good morning. I see Kathy Hand called you in. Good morning. So if y'all have some I am statements, go ahead and make them. Just put it out there. What is your soul speaking this morning? What is it saying loud and clear? Let's get the magic happening on this magic wow Wednesday. Oh, Deirdre, I see you. I am returning to myself. I love that. Our true self, that self that's way, way sometimes buried deep inside of us. And we have to wade through all the humanness to get to the real thing. Kathy Hand, I am healthy, blessed, and abundant. I am enough. Love that. Get into your enoughness. Suzanne, good morning, dear Suzanne Millard, Joanne Castillo. Top of the morning to all of you. Hello. Annie says, I am more than enough. I am thankful. I am blessed. I am chosen. I love that. And we have Crystal with us on YouTube. Crystal says, good morning. I am so thankful. I am working on it. I am getting better and better every day. I am peace. I love that. Working on it. Yeah. It's just sometimes we just have to go with the flow. You know, things seem to just be harder than what they should be. But once we get into the flow of things and just allow, accept, align, allow, Marietta, I'm still trying to call you in here. So we're going to do the AAA this morning. Blue Jean says, I am humbled by the gifts I have received with love as I breathe every breath. I am love. You certainly are love. So much love to you, Blue. Hope, good morning, afternoon. I am well rested, calling in Sally and Tony De La Rosa. Yes, yes, let's get them in here. I'm thinking that they're not working today, so let's call them in. They're probably still sleeping. Sure, it's probably cold up in Michigan. Jennifer, I am enough. Love it. How's everybody doing? I know we're in the middle of winter, and for some of you, that means like really, really cold. And for others, maybe it means something else. We've got some Floridians on here. I'm still in El Paso until tomorrow, and then I'm going to be heading more west into New Mexico and see what's going on there. And then eventually I'm headed up to Phoenix, Arizona, and I should be there probably next week in Phoenix. Oh, Blue, you spilled the coffee. That's no fun. I don't think that table needs the coffee, probably not as much as you do, right? Stacy, you're on the mend. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Deirdre, 21 degrees. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I don't even want to know what it is here. Like, I'm inside, out of the elements. I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning. But other than that, all right, I think the Fae are typing on Blue's phone. So silly when the Fae take over the electronics, isn't it? I think they were typing on mine last night. For those of you who have requested that the blogs be on audio, well, guess what? They're getting on audio. So I've kind of got the hang of it now. And the first 9 are on YouTube for you to listen to instead of having to read them. I know a lot of people don't like to read online on the digital, but I put 9 of them up on YouTube over the last couple of days. So it's actually been fun to revisit the ones that were written like at the very beginning of the year and to see where we are now at the almost the end of the month. Can you believe this? We're working our way toward the end of January. Wow. And Crystal, 8 degrees Fahrenheit where you are. Oh my gosh, Crystal. I can't imagine. Yes, more angel messages. And, they've been so cool with some of the messages lately. And I sometimes think, oh, angels, did you mean you're going to do it every night? Was that just like a metaphor or something? No, they're going to do it every night. And so I sit with them every night and just see what they bring through. And last night they talked about smiling, how important it is to put a smile on your face. Kathy, I had to change my work computer password phrase. I will miss typing in except a line allow. Yeah. Sometimes I'm forced to change mine too. And I don't like that because I have to remember something else. And I don't like when my computer yells at me. Sometimes it tells me that it's not the right password, and I know it's the right password. I must have just hit a key somewhere that was wrong. All right, so I'm going to pull I pulled the Kuan Yin card. I just haven't read it yet. But I have an empowering question for us on this Wednesday. We need to get into power. So the question is, what kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? Well, I'm experiencing all of you peas being here this morning and experiencing the beautiful love that's flowing. I'm experiencing a cup of coffee that's really delicious and just the way I like mine. So what kind of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment on this Wow Wednesday? Let's get into some wows. I'm ready to be wowed. I don't know. How about you? You ready for a wow? Are you ready for just to have that Christmas morning awe feeling like everything is just fun and excitement and joy. So tell me, I'm going to wait and see what your comments are. What kind of, what did it say? Good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? Good morning, Kathleen. Just in time. There's a beautiful and good thing that's showing up here. Every P. Oh my goodness, y'all are so important and such a blessing to me. Thank you. Thank you for showing up this morning. So the question out there to all of you, to all the P's, not just one, what kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? And let's see what's going on that's good in your life. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. Blueberry coffee, Catherine Kovacs. I don't know that I would like that, but to each his own. Oksana, good morning. I am totally ready for a wow. I am ready for unexpected beauty, goodness, laughter, and riches. I love that. And Deirdre, all my peas are good and beautiful that showed up this morning. Yeah, we got the memo. We're here. We're having coffee together. We're sitting with each other. Just envision we're all in the same room. It's a big old room, and we're all sitting around chatting and smiling, letting that smile go all the way to your eyes. I love that. Good morning, Jennifer. A morning cup of joy and snuggling with your cat. I love that answer. So the question, for those of you who might not have heard it yet, what kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? Annie 7, I'm experiencing warm home, warm cup of coffee, me and Grayson healthy, sunshine, and this amazing, loving group of people. I love that, Annie. Crystal Nobles, good and beautiful things. I am blessed with comfort and warmth in my home, a cozy bed, and a cozy puppy dog. I am so happy that I am clean. Last night, the water was shut down, so I was not sure if I'll be able to shower in the morning, and I was. What a relief and a blessing. Oh, I love it. So glad your water came back on. Blue Jean, birds on the feeders as the light starts stepping across the field to our porch, toes on my rug, and gruff puppy giving pocket doggerel a pissy bath. Wind chimes sing, as does my heart in this now. That's a beautiful answer. Suzanne, fellowship with my peas, coffee, hope, feeling healed, sunshine, crisp Pennsylvania air, God. Oh, Suzanne, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're feeling better. And Kathy says, well, even though it's really cold, it is a beautiful sunny morning here. Awesome. Kathy, are you on your way to work? Are you on the road this morning? Oh, we got a little troll pea I got to get rid of. There we go. All right. Who else has something good and beautiful this morning that you want to share with us? Rick Morrow, cozy with my kitties. Well, you got a bunch of kitties, Rick, so I'm sure they're all right there keeping you warm and demanding some love attention. Oh, Joanne, driving past beautiful trees. You know, Florida does have some beautiful trees. So I'm going to envision that as you're driving. I'm going to live vicariously through you, through those beautiful trees. And Kathleen says, funny, today's Hotto Bear's wise words on Facebook answers exactly that question. I guess he got the memo, including love, truth, freedom, joy, and health. I love that, Mama Hado Bear, and I love Hado Bear's wise words. How awesome is that? You lift up so many people. And Kathy, you're at work. Got to walk into work now, but grateful to be able to walk and work. What an amazing attitude. Kathy, I hope you have a beautiful day, honey. Enjoy this day, this middle of the week day, where we're getting into positive energy with what good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this morning, in this moment. We have somebody from EWN with us. Not sure who that is yet, but good morning. All right, how about we do Kuan Yin? And if you want to still answer the question, that question that was posed to everybody this morning, what kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? Because if you're experiencing it, we're experiencing it with you. That's the beauty of the oneness of everything. We all get to experience. And oh, Blue, I can see you sending those Fae into the lab with Kathy. Look out. They will be spinning on all of those blood samples. Oh, Sally, we did call you in here. Somebody was yelling for you, so you must have heard us all the way up there in Michigan. Sally says, good morning, everybody. It's our Monday, and we are continuing with our renovations at the center. Oh, Deirdre, I think it was you that called Sally in. So thank you. Thank you for bringing her in. Sally, I hope you're doing well. My thoughts have been with you lately, as I know you're going through a lot right now. So glad that you showed up this morning for us here on the Morning Cuppa. And cheers. Cheers to everybody. If you got your Cuppa cup, bring it and fill it up. And if you don't have your Cuppa cup yet, they're available. Just go to Amazon. Don't go to Amazon. Go to angelspeakers.com and you'll be able to get a cup. You'll be able to get a shirt. I wore my shirt last night to chanting. I love it. Mama Hado Bear, you did such a great job on that design. Thank you for doing that. And I love mine. Jean got hers, and she's just so thrilled to have the shirt. All right, what else we got? Oksana, I'm feeling rested and looking forward to new messages of the day. I like how I pose a question and answers just keep on coming right away. I like how things just have a way to work out in the best way. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, was it Hope that called you in? Well, we all called you in, but I remember somebody said your name. So I'm so happy that you showed up. All right, so Kathy's not in the lab yet. She said, as long as they don't play any tricks on our lab analyzers, sometimes little gremlins like to get into them. Yeah. And Sally, I am experiencing loads of spiritual growth and am feeling that extreme fatigue a lot lately. I understand that. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling the love. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Kuan Yin. What's Kuan Yin have to say to us this morning? Let's figure that out. And I think, I don't know, I haven't read it yet, but maybe it'll go right along with our question of the day for us with our Wednesday energy. What kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? What do we think, Kuan Yin? It's the dance of the butterfly queen. A pure heart attracts divine grace, and that which was impossible becomes possible. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, You cannot restrain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. How awesome is that card? You know, sometimes we do struggle. Sometimes life is like that uphill climb going up the mountain, like we're going up Mount Shasta there behind me. Can you envision trying to get up that mountain with all that snow? I was trying just to walk on flat ground on Mount Shasta when it was snowing, and it's like take one step and sink down in the snow, and you don't get very far that way. But sometimes that's what it feels like. Sometimes when we put our foot down on the ground, it feels like we're sinking down in. But Kuan Yin says, no matter what we're experiencing, just allow the grace to infuse the situation or that dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. I love those words. I love that promise. And Sally, doesn't it? Yeah, it's the perfect card for you. Goes right along with that spiritual growth. And yes, I can read it again. Absolutely. I'll slow it down and read it this time. Good morning, Isabel. Just wanted to make sure I didn't forget anybody. And Blue says a lot from Namo Kuan Yin. Absolutely. All right, it's the dance of the butterfly queen. A pure heart attracts divine grace, and that which was impossible becomes possible. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain what divine grace ordains. I love that line. You cannot restrain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or the dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. And it is perfect. Everything is working perfectly, just as Marietta teaches us, just as the law of attraction teaches us. And sometimes we have to get on the other side of a situation to see the perfection. Sometimes we don't see it when we're walking through that fire or when we're stuck, seemingly stuck in the mud, right? Sometimes we're thinking, why am I not moving? Why am I not going forward? And then we start to move and we look back and see, oh, we were kept there for a reason. And that happened to me so many times on this journey. One of the times in particular that always sticks out in my mind was in Colorado. And I didn't know why I was still there. I'm like, I did the land blessing. What the heck, angels? Why am I still here in this place when there are so many other places I know I'm supposed to go? And I couldn't figure it out, but yet I didn't hear that message to move on. I didn't get the nudge that it's time to go now. But I just kept saying, I don't know why I'm still here. Why am I still here in this place? Not that I have anything against Colorado. I love Colorado. I love every place I have been to. Every state has its own flavor, its own beauty. So as I asked that question, and I still didn't hear that I was supposed to go, I just stayed put. And then my dear friend, Ruth Anderson, lost her mom. And I knew immediately, in that moment, I knew when we found out that she was dying. That's why I was there. That's why I didn't go maybe 1,000 miles down the road. to where I would be away from her to be a support system for her. And sometimes we don't see the big picture. We don't know all that's going on behind the scenes. We just know, something's going on. Either I'm stuck or I've hit a wall or whatever. I just can't seem to move forward. But it's not that we can't. It's that we weren't supposed to yet. It wasn't in divine timing yet. I know for me, being on this journey it's just faith and trust, totally. I don't know where I'm supposed to be sometimes from one day to the next. Sometimes I just have to listen to that intuition, just have to feel into the situation. And as I sit with the angels and they tell me, patience, dear one, patience. You're not going anywhere just yet. You need to be right where you are. I have no idea why, but they have those answers. They know what's going on. Sometimes I cry out to Metatron and I'm like, would you open up those Akashic records so I can see what the heck I'm doing here? And it's not to be revealed yet. So as humans, we have so much impatience, don't we? I do. I should speak just for myself. But so many times we want the answer revealed and we want it right now. I want what I want. And it's not always the way it works. Sometimes we do have to just sit or stand and just be in the moment. When we're in the moment, when we're in the flow, then we know if we're supposed to move forward. We know if we're supposed to make a change in our life. We know that if it's time for one of those intentions to come to fruition, then we're doing everything we can, and we can't rush it, because in rushing it, you're probably going to miss one of the miracles along the way. If I had just gone against my intuition, if I had left Colorado at that time when I was sitting there spinning and saying, what am I doing here? Then I would have missed the beautiful time that I got to spend with a friend, helping to support her, helping her on her journey of saying goodbye to her mom. We just have to listen. And we're not real good at that sometimes. I know I'm not. Sometimes it's like, no, I'm supposed to be going. I'm excited. It's like that kid in the back seat. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And we can't do that. We can't just keep forcing things. We have to realize that there's a divine plan. There's a divine order. And if we're trying to be in control, then we're certainly not listening to the message. We're not getting the memo. Sally says, absolutely the truth, Teri. We are often blinded with purpose until perfect truth comes along. Yeah. It's just that matter of sitting with it and not trying to jump the gun. Jeanette on YouTube, good morning to you. And Marietta, I am listening on YouTube. I have to switch back to Facebook to make a comment. EIWP. EIWP is right, Marietta. And our blue says, the first time I listened and acted on the message was when the Fae and the Angelics told me you had to come here and rest. Rest, rest. I badgered you into coming here. She really did. I badgered you into coming here. Then you thought you were to leave, and they said, nope. I remember you looking at me funny. And next, the Fae had other arrangements made for the peace pole so you would stay. Yeah, I remember so clearly. I'm like, who is this woman? She's very insistent that I'm supposed to be in her area. And wow, what a blessing to be there in Vermont with you, Blue. What a blessing to meet some amazing people up in that area and to just get into the energy of nature, the lakes, the forest, the mountains. It was glorious. And yes, I was supposed to be there at that time. Even as I was driving into the area, I kept thinking and hearing the message, you're going to see the leaves change this year. And I knew it was early. And I'm going, I'm probably going to miss them, angels, because I'm here too early in this part of the state, in this part of the country. And they said, nope, you're going to see the leaves change this year. And sure enough, all of that beauty just opened up and colored the mountains. And it was like the little fae had their paint, and they were going up on the trees, and just every day they would paint more and more of that beauty and that glorious energy opened up. So when we listen, sometimes it comes through somebody else that has to tell us our message. Sometimes if we sit in the quiet moments, we sit in the quiet times with them, it comes through. Sally, Spirit is showing me you embracing Ruth and sharing tears. What a beautiful experience, although sad. Sally, I wish all of you could have been there to experience that moment. It was so beautiful. You know, when her mom passed, it was in the middle of the pandemic. It was the lockdown. And so she couldn't go in and visit with her mom anymore. And then when it was realized that that was it, her mom was definitely on her way out, Ruth would stand outside that building and look in through the window at her mom, who was laying there, watching her as she took each breath and sending love to her through the window. And we actually captured some of that on film. I think I took a picture, and another friend that came in took a picture. And wow, what a beautiful experience to stand by a friend who just needed a human touch as they were losing their mother, and to see that situation unfold. That could have been so different, but it wasn't. It was what it was supposed to be. It was a learning moment. It was, I believe, Spirit showing us that, you know, we come into this world alone, we go out of this world alone. We can only hope that we can be there for our loved ones and not have to go through it totally alone at the end. But she wasn't. We were standing there at the window. We were sending in love. Zila, good morning. How's Ireland today? Zila says, hi, beautiful lady. I'm going to sleep. My arm is not doing well. Just now that I woke up this morning, see the gorgeous sunset and enjoy the beauty of Mother Earth in Dublin, Ireland. It's like it's Mother Earth home. You have a beautiful day and can't wait till the summer. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. You too, Zila. Well, we have you in the Reiki grid, Zila, and sending energy for that arm to be less painful for you and for you to heal quickly. So we are surrounding you with love, Zila. Just accept that you're part of this beautiful family, and we're wrapping our arms around you and asking for this to be released with ease and grace as you go through the mending of the broken bones. So bone, just one, I hope. And let's get that back to health. I'm looking for my prayer book. There it is, because I just noticed the time. And Zila, you're already on my list, so I don't have to add you in, but we know that we can lift you up for extra blessings today. So many blessings to you. And yes, please do rest, because that's what it takes to get that healing complete, is just really going into just allowing. It's going to a moment of allowing the healing energy, and your body repairs itself. So allow it to repair. And we're going to get ready to speak the names And as I speak each name, I remind us every day that this is somebody who's been put in our list for us to wrap our arms around them. Kuan Yin is the goddess that says, love heals. Love is what heals. And the healing comes from the inside. As that love goes into our hearts, all of the cells sit up and pay attention. They're like, oh, we got our marching orders. We're supposed to straighten up and do what we're here to do, which is to keep the body healthy. So beautiful, perfect health to you, Zila. All right. Any others that you want to add to the list? Just add them in there. I'm going to start reading the names. So take a breath in. Envision with that breath that you're bringing in warmth. You're bringing in an energy of love. And love can mean many things to many people. This love is unconditional. This love that you're bringing in, it doesn't judge. It doesn't discriminate. All it does, it just is. There's nothing outside other than that love. So breathe it into your heart. And I see some new names coming in. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Blue, for having our Zila in the grid. And Dolly the horse. Where is my pen? Yes, indeed. We're putting our Dolly in there. Such an amazing, beautiful creature she is. So we're adding in Dolly the horse. And Gregory Campbell is going into the circle for our amazing hope. If anybody picks up my book and tries to read these prayers, good luck. My scribble sometimes is unreadable, as Auntie Jean found out. Good morning, Marlene. And Jeanette on YouTube says, can you add my husband, Andy, please? He is currently receiving radiation for prostate cancer. Thank you. Well, thank you, Jean, or Jeanette, for adding in your husband. So Andy. Absolutely. All right, let's get these names read. And remember, they're not just a name on a piece of paper. This is somebody that one of the P's has asked for prayer for. This is somebody that matters. And so, of course, we want to lift that up. And Leo, add Bradley Capone. Wow, I really can't write this morning. Bradley Capone and the family for healing from cancer. And Zila says, love touches those who can feel the first breath of the morning air, and you can feel Mother Earth hugging you, and it's a beautiful feeling. It absolutely is. It is so beautiful. Thank you, Zila. Sally, prayers for my brother's soul as he continues on his journey. Prayers for anyone who is fighting an unspoken battle. Sending love, light, and positive vibrations to us all. Yes, Sally, thank you. You know, that's what the blog was about last night, was sometimes we don't know what somebody's going through. We don't know those struggles. So I'm sure there's many at this time that are going through those battles. Thank you, Sally, for bringing that out. All right, as you hold love in your heart, I'm going to read the names, and please just, as the name is read, just give some of that love. Just start sending it from your heart. That's what heals. Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, Jasmine and her family, Abha, Billy and Tim and their family, Michelle, Sheila and Kevin, Gary, James, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castillo, her daughter Jackie and grandson Eris, Deirdre, you and your daughter Dania, your sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Joni, Suzanne. Suzanne, I'm so glad you're with us this morning. Praying for you and your daughters Jillian and Jackie and your granddaughter, Marietta and Ed, Leo and your family. Glad you're here, Leo. DJ Blaze, Lakshmi, Ken, Wendy, Jebby, Jim and his son, Ryan, Rick and Josie, and Dean DeCandio, Tona Jaraba, Tammy Williams, Vicky and Georgia. And let's see if we can get an update. If any of you know if Tiffany's sister Vicky is doing good and maybe we can take her off the list, let us know that. Meg and Jim Lorio and their family, Jean and Ron Lorio and their family, Christina and Carrie Leftwich and all of Christina's family, Mary Lou Burdick and all of her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs and the fur babies, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony De La Rosa. And Sally, give us an update on Tony. I haven't heard anything for a while, so we lift her up every day. Kathy and Bob Hand and their family, especially Colin, her son, Patty, Sonia, Bo and Candy Hand, Paul and Marlene, Joe and Molly. Thank you, Rick. I see your message. We'll check with Tiffany. Kathy's co-workers in the lab, Pat Moss. So good to have her with us yesterday. And her daughter and granddaughter, grandchildren, Olivia and Tom. Becky and Travis. And I think Travis is on the mend and doing well. I'm so happy to hear that. Erica Hoppy and her family. Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, his brother Raymond and wife Kathy. Hope, Wellington Marshall, your son Zena and your parents. And now we're adding in, what was the name? Gregory Campbell to our list. Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven and Grayson, also Regina and Adam, Betty, who had a stroke, Cassandra, Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman. Let's see, Sally says, Tony is much better. She's feeling very good on her feet, still has her struggles, but nowhere near like they used to be. So thank you very much, everybody, for keeping us in your prayers every day, Sally. We lift you and Tony up. Jennifer and Micah and your brothers Chuck and Ken. Oksana, praying for you and your mom, for Amber, Jenna, Katia, Maximus and his teacher, and for Herb. Isabel and Paul Reese and their daughters Inesh and Teresa. Linda and Dick Lemieux and their sons and grandchildren, and Linda's friend in Sarasota. Stacy and Josh Lord and lifting Stacy up for healing, and their children and grandchildren, her mom Karen and her uncle Richard, both going through cancer right now. Mary Lord, Wayne, Blue Jean and Dave Walensky and all the fur babies, Pam, Gordy, Lindsay, Kat, Candy and Pastor Bruce, Jenny Reed and the family of John Reed, Jay and Lee, and all the Deerfield Valley there in Vermont. Sally says, prayers for my friend who lost their husband and is dealing with the emotional fallout of this major loss. Thank you, Sally. We have Brookie and the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Angel and Derek Fullerton, Lily in Norway, Kathleen Caputo, our Mama Hada Bear, praying for your eye, Catherine, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, Alba. We have an update on Alba. I haven't heard anything in a while. Dottie and Don, Tom Brown, Christina Schaff, Grace Isis and her father Edwin, her sisters Helena, Jean, Cynthia, and Edwina, and all the children there. Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family after the loss of her father, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Tabby, Irene, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Bill, Tammy Fisk and your daughter and your sister Tracy, your friend Lori, Kelly, Rochelle and your mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, and her sister-in-law Sharon. Ruth is going to be with me this morning for the meditation excavation. So tune into that at 10 o'clock and we'll get to see our dear Ruth Anderson. Jeannie and her sister Merle in Colorado and the whole area of Boulder. Deb Goldberg and her family getting ready to travel. Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and your sons Gabriel and Jacob and Brody the dog. Laura Hill, Joanne Rice, and the family of Bob Rice who just passed. Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family. And if you missed Sharon yesterday on Gratitude Happy Hour, wow, she's amazing. Sherry Gatewood and her brother Padama, Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Danya Navarro, Wendy Roberts, Terry Wilderman and her family and her father. I think Terry's in Florida now with her father. Mary Quincoli, her friends J.H., Mike S., and John, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick in Australia. I don't know if we can get an update on them. I haven't heard anything in a while. Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi and her husband. I'll be seeing her tomorrow. So excited. Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Noel, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Raven Dalek, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Chris Blake, Betsy, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, the Walters family, Chiara, Ricardo, Cynthia's dad, Sharon Stroud. I'm going to try to get an update on her today from her daughter, Kiralani, on the move again. She's on the road. Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Gracie, Marianne Pisha and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, Fiona Dilston, Pamela Dawn, Rick Ulfick, Sophia's family, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Bob Simon and my best friend Sherry Otis, both of them with COVID, Sharon Boyle, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and her grandchildren. Carrie Klingon Butcher has asked prayers for her mom, so we put her in the circle, Maggie's mom, and then we're adding in the new ones from today. Terry, which is Stacy's friend, Dolly the horse, Gregory Campbell, Andy, and Bradley Capone. And if there's more, I think, Sally, I saw you putting one in for your grandchildren. Just see if I can get to the comments so I can pay attention to that. It was your friend who lost their husband and your next great-grandchild to make it safely into this world any day now. Absolutely, Sally, and congratulations on that. Kathleen, Alba is still getting over COVID. Okay, we'll leave Alba on the list. And Blue, let me see what your message is. Alba called a few weeks ago. She was having anxiety issues and panic attacks. Her body seems to still be in shock. She is a miracle, and all the pieces don't fit back together the same way. She's learning to be a new person. I was just thinking of her this morning. Kathleen and Hotto Bear, can you call her? All right. Alexander, Brandon, David, thank you for joining us this morning, and you're so welcome. So saving the prayer for last, I would love to ask all of you to pray for me as I get ready to get in the Angel Mobile and travel further west into New Mexico, visiting with our Montserrat and just seeing the beauty that's there in New Mexico. Jean and I are taking a short little trip this morning or this afternoon. So we'll be on the road for just a bit. So travel prayers all around here. And then, of course, our Mama Gaia. So let's just send a heart healing right now to Mother Earth. Just breathe in the love. There was so much love that just came through from all the prayers, all of you lifting each other and lifting these beautiful energies that we placed in the prayer circle. And Jeanette, thank you for being here. Yes, it is a soul family that we have, and we're everywhere. We're all around the world. And Blue says, Camilla and Nick in Australia are okay. They are less stressed and Nick's health is improving. It's been a tough summer for them. I think it's okay that they come out. I will leave them in the grid. Okay. Whatever you think is best, we will definitely keep lifting them up if we would need to do that. Oh, Rosalind, thank you for putting me in the prayer circle. And thank you. I see you all with your beautiful words. Thank you so much. All right. So with that heart healing that we're sending to Mother Earth, feel it coming back up as it goes into the ground and it comes back up into you, where you are and every inhabitant on earth. Just let it surround us all. And we'll do our heart telephone, where we go into our heart and we hold the energy of each other and say those magic words of gratitude and love on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. I am going to play our Cuppa Fulla Joy song so we can dance our way out of here and get on with this beautiful day. Thank you, Leo, for this song.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. Peaceful peace, so now we shuffle. Harmony, you and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever it's out there, we create a moment where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you for the hearts, all of you that are giving them. Jeanette, you're dancing. Yes, isn't it a cool song? Leo wrote this song and performed it.
Cuppa Fulla Joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow.
Roxana, you love dancing.
Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day
This is the song to dance to, right?
I be called the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five, be called the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Joy, Cuppa Fulla Joy, Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me Cuppa Joy, give me Cuppa Joy.
I hope you all have a blessed rest of your day. I love you so much.
Give me Cuppa Joy, give me Cuppa Joy, give me joy, Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me Cuppa 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 Joy.
I got my cup of joy. Cheers, everybody. I hope you got your cup filled all the way up to overflowing today with love. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And namaste, y'all.